As you know, Ben speaks tomorrow afternoon around 2:30 Eastern Time. And you may also know that Janet Yellen is expected to be the person who takes over from Ben when he steps down. Here is former Reagan Budget Director David Stockman. All right, 2 points to make with you, David. First of all, you've said many times, and you wrote a book about it, that when the Fed stops printing money, we will have a real problem with the stock market. Yeah, I think you used the word crash. Okay. Let's suppose that we print a little bit less money, the taper, so to speak. Do we still have stock market problems? Because we'll find out tomorrow afternoon.
Well, I think the market is fixing to throw a hissy fit of biblical proportions.
Really?
It's only a question of when and the catalyst. Look at this pathetic relief rally, so-called, summer's relief rally we've had yesterday and spilling over into today. You know, the boys and girls and robots on Wall Street are so addicted to their monetary heroin that they cannot even see that Larry Summers is effectively John Maynard Keynes' vicar on earth. He has never seen a stimulus that he didn't like, that happened soon enough, lasted long enough, was big enough. But the point I'm making is if the market felt that he was a threat to the future, then I think that's a measure of how sick, how distorted, how unbalanced and unsafe this market is. Now Yellen obviously is likely to be appointed. And I can understand why the market is cheering. After all, Yellen told the Congressional Crisis Inquiry Commission in 2010 that she saw none of these bubbles coming, that effectively she is a self-certified member of the bubble blind, did not see that housing securitization was problematic, did not see the repo market was an accident waiting to happen, did not see the games. She said
it goes on and on and on.
The rating agencies were playing. So my point is, if that is who we're going to have running the Fed going forward, we are in for, I think, a disastrous period ahead.
Not yet.
Who can predict? Who can predict?
As long as the Fed prints, you think we're going to be okay?
No, I don't think so, because the Fed, you know, we don't know what the catalyst, what the black swan, what the unexpected development is going to be that will cause people to sell. And if the market begins to sell off, even more money printing is not going to stop the carnage that will result.
And you think about wait a minute,
we have bubbles everywhere. Yes, we have recreated all the bubbles.
You're saying this is inevitable?
I think it's absolutely inevitable. The S&P, or excuse me, the Russell 2000 today is 25% higher than it was in the fall of 2007. Has our Main Street economy, which is after all what the Russell 2000 represents, gotten any better, any stronger, any more sustainable, any more productive than it was in the fall of 2007 before the last crisis?
I would say that when you say that, you know, you're starting at the point where you want to start. You know, we were in the midst of a serious pullback. The market was at some point oversold, or do you think it?
I'm starting from the fall of 2007, the peak.
Where do you think the fair value? Where do you think the fair value of the market should be?
You know, I have no idea, but it's way below where it is today. The market is trading at 19 times trailing gap earnings, the real thing, the honest thing that isn't all doctored and X-itemed and adjusted.
19 times reported earnings.
Trailing.
Isn't that fairly normal? I mean,
no, I don't think it's
out of the question.
I think it is way out of the question.
Historically,
yes, 19 times trailing is exactly where it was in October of 2007. For one. Secondly, I don't know why the market is allegedly discounting the future. I don't know why anyone would believe that with all the headwinds we face, whether it's in Europe, whether it's China going through some kind of adjustment, whether it's Japan.
It's because the alternative to stocks is not attractive. Well, but why would I want to put my money into a bond which maybe earns me 2 or 3%? And if it's a treasury bond, it earns less than 1%. Why do I put it into a bank CD that gives me absolutely nothing?
No,
I'm going to put it in the stock market where I've got a shot at a gain.
Of course, but that's exactly a measure of the distortion that is caused by the Fed policy. They're basically telling the savers of America, we want you to go way out on the risk spectrum. We want you to get into the Russell 2000, buy a junk bond mutual fund. You're not allowed to earn anything on your lifetime of savings. That is a totally wrong policy, and it isn't sustainable. Just because there's no alternative, it doesn't mean that there won't be some.
Okay, I'm almost out of time.
Yes.
I'm almost out of time. When do you think the Fed either stops printing or there's a black swan event and everybody sells stocks? What's the time frame?
The black swan event can occur anytime beginning now into the indefinite future. The Fed is going to stop printing in a small way at the meeting that's going to conclude tomorrow. The question is, when does the market have its wake-up moment?
Hissy fit.
Hissy fit.
Right.
It's coming, but who can predict when? That's why it's
You got
better
the viewers
to get
really
out of the way.
worried now. You know, we were trucking along here pretty nicely. We talk about toilet seats and tablet screens and all the rest of it. Look what you did, Stockman. But thanks very much for joining us. So, no, come again soon.